Get your free trial to the DollarWise budgeting app today. Join the tens of thousands of active users who are taking control of their money and changing their lives. With new features being added constantly, there's no reason not to try it. And if you like it, choose the annual version to save a ton of money and get my budget-friendly cookbooks signed by me and mailed directly to you. DollarWise.app or link in the description below. $770,263.12 of debt.
I hear you, but I know I can pay it off. I know how to make money.
Girl, you're getting return payment fees on the last 3 accounts so far. You know you can pay it off. F you. That is you not paying it.
But I made a drastic change. I live in this shithole box
When was that?
apartment.
When was that?
I moved in August.
Okay, listen, we're in November.
I tried, but I'm trying. I'm trying.
No, trying without any results is not a high five. F you. Your trying is failing, meaning you're wrong, you're broken, you can't do anything correct.
Okay.
If you're trying to quit meth and you can't get off meth, you're not getting a high five for getting off meth.
Yeah, maybe I need to go to like Alcoholics Anonymous or Money Addicts Anonymous. You have a group you can point me to?
You just have to budget. You're trying to do everything other than what is the basic necessity. That is it.
But that's like how I was taught.
Gosh.
I was taught.
I don't give a fuck how you're taught. I was taught wrong too. I was taught the moment I turn 18 to go max out a credit card to get a piano. That doesn't mean I'm going to be when I'm 37 in 7 years, I'm going to still be doing that. You've had a lot of year in adulthood, almost 2 decades now of adulthood, that you could have been figuring.
My dad became a doctor. He decided to go to med school at 30.
I don't give a f.
But that means that at any moment I can do something new with my life. Like whatever I believe, I can turn it around.
Sure, but you're just waiting. You're 30. He did that at 30. You're 37.
Yeah, he didn't become a doctor or physician until 43.
But he went there. You're not doing anything. You're just trying to race to wealth. You're not doing the minimum required thing, which is just budgeting.
But at least I tried. Okay,
Lindsay,
three failed companies, but at least I tried.
3 failed companies?
Yeah. I had a sandal company. I had an app that I got funded.
App?
Yeah.
What was your app?
It was like it was called No Days Off. You can still see the book on Amazon. It's still for sale, but I got into
book?
It was a book that then we got raised funds at an incubator.
What does the app do?
Well, that app failed.
What did it do?
It was like, remember P90X? It was like that, but with like a new trainer, new program.
Not a saturated market by any means.
Yeah, I had hopes and dreams.
How much did you raise from the incubator?
At least 40,000. Not that much, but back in 2015, that was a lot. So it was like the up and coming of apps. Yeah. At least I tried. Yeah, I was gonna, yeah.
At least you fucking tried.
I made some really good sand.
At
Yeah.
least you tried. Okay. And what was the third company?
It was sandals. So I said sandals.
Sandals
app, and then the Airbnb, like being a realtor.
But you're trying to do more Airbnbs.
Yeah.
You said 3 have failed, meaning you recognize that it has failed. How are you trying to do more?
There was more. There was an Amazon product
Sandals?
business.
How do you even have a sandals company? What is the sandals company? What are you doing?
It was called
Sandals?
Verão.
Verão?
Yeah, summer in Portuguese for worldly people. I went to grad school by force of my father. I was, that's another story, but it was my thesis project. So I overtook all my student loans during my MBA, and I moved to Portugal and used all that money to start a sandal company. Hey, I had it for like 4 years. It worked.
What did you spend on the sandal company?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. My parents gave me money. 150 to 200,000.
What?
Yeah.
What age did you do that at?
I was 28. No, 26. No,
a whole decade.
27, like 27 to 31. It was the.
Okay, well, call it to 31 then.
Yeah.
So let's see. At that point, to get to 65 at 31 would be 34 years old. 65, let's call that retirement. $200,000 is what you spent. Do an 8% conservative market return with $0 added on an annual basis. You lost yourself $3 million at retirement.
The experience was worth it.
Wait, you still owe the factories from owning the sand? So, and that's worth it? No, it's not worth it. It was worth $3 million and you lost that.
But it's the experience.
No.
That's worth more than the $3 million.
No, because the experience would be worth it if you weren't replicating it today, but you are. So clearly you didn't learn anything from that experience, meaning you are actually even worse off. So f*** you. You can't just use that as a cope. F*** you. You did not learn from the experience. You're broken. You're wrong. You're destroyed. No.
Wasn't that why I'm here?
No.
They're nice sandals. I have a few pairs. If anybody wants some.
Do you even have them here?
No. They're Sorry. It's not
Bring
polite.
some to the Airbnb. We'll
Okay.
see her special sandals.
And all the Amazon purchases.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. This is so good. You have student loans.
That's the grad school I talked about. That paid for the sandals.
You are ruined. Now, I think I know multiple reasons why no one's willing to reproduce with you. Look how insane this is. $118,021.59. $118,021.59. And what was your grad school?
It was more like
Oh, she's past due on her student loans.
no. I'm up to date.
No.
Is that past due?
Yeah.
What month is that? November?
Shut the f up, you're past due. You usually owe $276
Yeah,
and
nothing.
8 cents. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, with that payment is going to take an eternity to pay this off.
You're never going to pay it off.
Because your minimum monthly payment should be about $1,500 to pay it off in 10 years.
1,500.
This will be paid off when you die, I guess.
In my mystery land, I thought I'd use equity to pay it all at once.
What was grad school?
Grad school was awesome. My dad actually,
What did you study and where, you absolute fucking beast?
no, my dad applied for me. And
That's not my question.
I studied
Are
an
you
MBA.
seriously stupid?
MBA
You have an MBA.
from Sorbonne. It's a really cool program.
From where?
3 different schools.
From where?
So one in Brazil, one in France, and then Georgia State.
France, they don't know business to save their life. They have like a 10% unemployment rate. France? What are you learning from France? How to fuck a country and destroy a civilization? France is done by the time we're in our 60s.
And smoke cigarettes. Yeah. They know how to dress. Come on.
That's all they focus on.
Yeah.
Can't do shit. They have a completely collapsing population. Everything's ruined and they have no productivity.
Yeah.
And anytime they try to actually change their social program structures to give them any kind of longevity as a civilization, they protest, burn things down, and then they can't make any changes. Yeah, that's where you're getting an MBA. I would fire you the moment I learned that.
Strong opinion there.
It's not an opinion. That is math. That is what is happening in that country. It's impossible to have an opinion on a fact. It is a fact.
Okay. You ever been there?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I got?
That's all I got for you.
Well done.
I don't agree with your opinion, but we'll leave it there.
It's not an
Oh,
opinion.
sorry. Your fact.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Their productivity is stagnated for years.
Yeah.
They have to borrow to pay for their social safety nets. They have a declining population. They can't pay for their things. It is mathematically likely to turn into what the UK is right now within about 2 decades. And by the time we are retired, France today will not be what France has been known the past 100 years.
I think
That is not an opinion. Okay.
but
Your interest rates are 7%.
they're happy. They live different lives.
They're happy right now because they're funding it all with debt. Their debt to income ratio is 110%. Debt to GDP ratio. Now, we're able to do that in the United States because no one's going to f with us. World reserve currency. No one's going to f with us. France, they can't maintain that. That's going to be they're going to be the new Greece. They're going to have to get a bailout from the UK, from the European Union. But an economy that is like the 3rd largest or 2nd largest in the EU compared to Greece is going to destroy the whole thing. Good luck. Yes, they're happy now because they're funding it all in debt. Guys, just real quick, don't forget to take your Hammer financial score at calebhammer.com. See where you stand, where you got to do better, where you're doing shit. Listen, it just takes a few minutes and it is free. Figure out where you stand in the world of money, calebhammer.com.